Well, hello the internet and welcome to episode 11, one of my favourite numbers of Creative Minecraft Season 2, which that puts us like 10% of the way into this series, something like that, I think. Yeah, that's about right. I can't be bothered to do the maths on it, but today we are returning to building Aziraphale's bookshop, and it feels like ages since I did this, mostly because it is, so I don't really remember what I did in this video. But we're starting off by apparently just filling in all of the walls and putting in plenty of bookshelves because it's Aziraphale's bookshop, and anyone who knows good Omens, you are probably well aware there is a lot of books, and unfortunately I can't just stack books on the floor because that's not something we can do in Minecraft. Unless I download mods, which I'm not doing. We're making this a completely mod-free world. I don't even have a shader pack for this Minecraft world, even though I keep meaning to. Apparently I'm now adding doors. Okay, I don't really know what's going on. So, to anyone who isn't familiar with a lot of the builds I do, I keep going on about certain builds that I want to do and then not doing them, and this has been one of them. So, there is technically more footage of this that's going to come out in like a couple of weeks' time, but this is technically the final proper video of it because I do actually finish the majority of the bookshop. I just then realised that I needed to go in and add more details and trinkets and things, and I'm pretty sure I just added the big vase thingies that came with the archaeology update. Oh, it was Trails and Ruins, is that what it was? I don't remember the name of it. I just remember caves and cliffs being fun and being the whole reason I got Minecraft on my laptop in the end, because axolotls and moss. I don't use moss anywhere near as much as I did back when we started, which is kind of sad. I liked using the moss all the time. It was fun. Maybe at some point we'll go back to using moss, but who knows? Well, it does get used a lot, and we do have it coming up very soon because I finally started the folklore section of the Taylor Swift Village, which you're not going to see again for a couple of weeks because there's still a few more videos to go, I think. But it's at least built and started, and that's good because it means that I'm not falling drastically behind on my builds again, and I have like 3 weeks worth of videos? Something like that. Now moving on to the upstairs of the bookshop, I built the exterior out of mud bricks because that's kind of what I was working off on my reference picture as being the right sort of colour. And then for the buildings on this side of the street, they will all be mud brick at the top because I want to kind of have that continuous looking street, which is, I kind of had to wait to start a new town section in the end because it just wouldn't have worked otherwise. And I'm planning this one out more. As you can see, there is a lot of yellow concrete down, and there's even more of it now, and I have terraformed what was left that needed doing. And while it is all on one elevation, I like it because I'm changing up the elevations of the buildings, and that will help break it up a bit. And also, I don't think you'll really notice as much. Plus, I can't be bothered to change the elevation of things because that basically just requires doing one flat level and then building it all back up again, and I don't want to do that, even if it does give me an excuse to sit and watch lots of documentaries while I do it. I have been binge watching weather documentaries again, which honestly it makes it go much quicker what I'm working on, because I think I spent a good hour and a half last weekend working on the terraforming, and I'm probably going to do a bit more this weekend, maybe, though I don't actually know if I'm going to open Minecraft other than to get a thumbnail photo. Who knows? We'll figure it out. The interior of the bookshop, as you can see, is quite dark because the windows on the sides aren't letting much light in, which is really annoying. So I added some lanterns, and I think I mostly use the lanterns and light blocks to light up the room. However, I think I'm going to go in at some point and probably change some of those light blocks to be like lower level if I have actually done that, because it feels too bright for the bookshop. But I think also the bookshop looks less bright because there's more clutter, and I can't achieve that in Minecraft. And I couldn't find any decent reference photos for the upstairs, nor could I find like a floor plan for the upstairs of it. So I kind of just put books in and figured that would work quite well. I like to think of this as being like somewhere between Waterstones and Aziraphale's bookshop at this point, because it does kind of feel like a Waterstones in Minecraft. And if you're American and don't know what Waterstones is, I'm pretty sure it's our equivalent of Barnes and Noble. The Works is not actually a bookshop. It is like a craft supply shop, and for some reason they just jumped on the bandwagon of selling books. They've done it for a while. I mean, I have a bunch of like Haynes manuals for aircraft and things, and that's where I get those from because they are cheaper. Oh, and we're doing the signage on the front of the building now. I've been excited to talk about that. Admittedly, some of it's formatted weirdly because of the way the words work out in distribution. But I effectively wrote it in all caps on, is that mangrove? Yeah, on mangrove signs, and then made them yellow and glowy. But that's all we have time for today. The internet, goodbye. I hope you have a good day.